right, the class trials reopened.
And my heart is throbbing like crazy right now.
Why?
The group's leader, Byakuya, got killed. And his killer is among this group of students?
Apparently.
No, I'm not gonna believe it. I'll never believe it.
Really?
'Cause I believe in everyone. So do your best. And don't forget to save regularly.
Save regularly. Okay.
Well, what now?
Okay.
If the knife isn't the murder weapon, there's no definitive proof that I'm the killer.
Well, there's something wrong with you,
of that.
though.
You say you were shoved away, but you can't actually prove it, right?
Okay.
That's right. Even if a different weapon was used, it does not mean Nagito has been cleared of suspicion.
I guess.
But there's another reason why I don't think Nagito is the killer.
Okay, why?
There's still more?
Based on what we've discussed, Byakuya was killed under the table, right?
Yes.
Is there something wrong with that? Well, even if that's true, I feel Nagito looks, clean.
Oh, yeah, that's true. He's not, like,
Nobody's
covered
ever
in stuff.
complimented me on my appearance before. Not even my own mother.
You guy.
I'm not talking about your looks.
Okay. Why does Mikan think Nagito looks clean? Because there's no blood on Nagito, right? It was covered in blood under there?
Are you trying to say something like, why didn't Nagito have any bloodstains on him?
Exactly.
Yes, that's it.
Okay.
Because under the table, there was a lot of blood splattered everywhere, right?
Right.
There were even bloodstains on the inside of the tablecloth.
Right.
If he stabbed Byakuya to death, it's strange he did not get splattered with an appropriate amount of blood.
Right.
I didn't get any blood on me? That is weird.
Why do you sound like
You
that?
just used something to block the blood, didn't you?
Something that might have been used to block the blood splatter. What do you think it could have been?
The tablecloth, right?
I guess we did see something I could have used. Isn't that right, Hajime?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's only one thing he could have used to block the blood splatter. That was, the storage room tablecloth, right? I think so.
I can prove it with this.
Yes.
You're talking about the bloodstained tablecloth we found in the storage room, right?
Right.
If there are bloodstains on it, that settles it. Nagito used the tablecloth to block the blood splatter.
Okay.
But that was found in the storage room, right? Are you suggesting he hid it there after the murder?
You mean after the lights came back on? What would he have done if we'd seen him?
That's
well...
true. The tablecloth was pretty big. So even if you tried to hide it and take it with you...
Wearing a tablecloth, going under the table, getting a knife in a blackout, and stabbing someone. That's not just impossible for someone like me. Wouldn't it also be impossible for you guys too?
So does that mean it's Fuyuhiko?
Then what does it mean?
Maybe. The killer didn't necessarily stab Byakuya under the table.
Oh? Like under the floor, right? That's what we thought originally?
No, there's no mistake that the murder occurred under that table.
Even the inside of the tablecloth was bloody. So there's no denying Byakuya was killed there.
Right?
But that doesn't mean where Byakuya got stabbed and where the killer did the stabbing are the same, right?
Yes, I think so.
don't understand at all!
The place where Byakuya got stabbed and where the killer did the stabbing are different?
Huh? Hajime, you look like you're onto something.
Yes, maybe?
But it sounds like a riddle.
Okay.
I feel like I'm onto something, but it's still not clear what that is.
Okay.
Under the table, but not under the table. If it's somehow possible, it's the only way that makes sense.
I mean, that has to be
Moving
under the
forward,
floor, right?
We should put aside all unnecessary preconceptions and just choose the answer. I think.
That's like completely clear. That makes total sense. In scenes where you have to figure out important words, the improved Hangman's Gambit will occur. The goal is to line up the right letters in order so it reveals a keyword related to the instant in question. Improved Hangman's Gambit is like a little puzzle game. Various letters will be flying across the screen in all directions. There are 2 rules you must remember. 1, if two different letters clash, you'll take damage. 2, if 2 of the same letters clash, they will fuse. You must make 2 of the same letters clash while you try not to let 2 different letters clash. That is what's most important. In order to do that, you've been given a technique to catch and release. When you move the reticule with the mouse and press the right mouse button when it's on top of a letter, you can snatch a letter like a vacuum. That is what it means to catch the letter. However, you can only catch 1 letter at a time, so please be careful. When you press the right mouse button, you have a letter caught. You can shoot it where your cursor is aiming. This is how you release the letter. Okay. With catch and release, you can change the position of the letters and hit letters into each other. Make sure you hit the same letters so you can fuse them. The fused letters will freeze and get bigger. By pressing the right mouse button, you can blow up and erase it from the field. This is called firing the letters. Catch and release with the right mouse button, and after you fuse them, fire with the right mouse button. That's a whole lot of right mouse buttons, yeah? However, if you just erase letters, you won't be able to clear the game. Ultimately, the main goal of Improved Hangman's Gambit is completing the word, displaying the question with the tab key, and figure out what keyword will answer that question. About lining up the keyword, instead of pressing right mouse button to fire each letter, please press the left mouse button. If that happens at the same time the letters blow up, it will be sent to the keyword list. If a sent letter is correct, it will fit in the keyword list. If it's not, the influence gauge will take damage. You must write the keyword in order. Based on the flying letters, please think about the completed word. Also, if you leave a fused letter alone for a while, it will just blow up on its own, of course. In that case, it will still damage you, so please be very careful. Oh boy. It took so long to explain it, but do you understand it now? I'm gonna go with no. If you press the escape key during these scenes, you can review the controls, of course. Well then, good luck and have fun. Okay. The place Byakuya got stabbed and the place where the killer did the stabbing aren't the same. Using those words as a clue, I should put aside my preconceptions and try to think about it. Something is coming to me. Just a little bit more. I have a feeling I can see something. Okay. Hangman's Gambit. Yeah, it could be under the table, but we said not table. Floor also fits. So we'll just have to see. Obviously, these are all gonna merge. Okay, so right click, right? We need U. Oh, why did I do that? I meant to add it here. Whoops. Is this another U? It is another U. Okay, so we got that. Alright, so we have 2 E's. We need an N. Alright. Oh, here we go. Under. E. Okay, we're gonna have to kill that one. It's getting too big. Under the... Oh man, why do we have the F now? Oh, there's an R. Okay, under... Oh, darn. I missed it. Okay, oh, I can... Oh! I didn't know I could do that. That's cool. I was able to move it. Like I could fire it. Maybe that might have just been accident, right? I don't need 2 of these. I don't need this. Okay, so I need an E. And I don't need any more of these. There's an E. Under the floor, right? That's what we think? Alright, we don't need this. Floor. Alright. Can I save that and, like, get an R? There we go. That's fine. I did take damage, but I got it. Yes, under the floor. Correct. Okay.
I got it! The killer must have stabbed Byakuya from under the floorboards.
Okay.
Under the floorboards?
The floorboards in the old building are full of gaps, and there was no carpet laid out under the table.
Right.
If they stuck the weapon through one of the gaps, they could have stabbed Byakuya to death.
Correct.
If so, that means the killer was able to get under the floorboards. From where? And how?
Exactly.
I don't know that yet, but I have a feeling there's someone here who does know.
Okay. Who? That's right. If I remember correctly, one person here should know how to get under the floorboards. Well, Chiaki was looking, right? Her and Gundam were looking, right? Me? You were trying to find out if you can get under the floorboards, right? Didn't you find something? Well, that's true. The only thing I found was that there's no way to get under the floorboards from outside. I see. Hold on, there was someone else who was investigating how to go under the floorboards. Okay, so it was her and Gundam, right? So maybe it's him. All right, so who else would it be? Let's see. You, right?
You're the only one!
Okay. So it was him.
Hey, Gundam, you dropped your earring in the dining hall, right?
Yes, and now
Referring
he's
to the
wearing it.
Hellhound earring?
Yes.
About that earring.
I said, are you referring to the Hellhound earring?
Maybe?
About that hellhound earring. You dropped it beneath the floorboards, right?
Yes. Ah, there it is. I have found it. Truly, that is the Hellhound earring. Wahahaha. It seems God exists for my benefit. I don't know about all that. I see. Good for you. However, how do I recover it? I cannot fit my arm through this opening. Were I to use it as a tool, it would probably not, or were I to use a tool, it would probably not reach either.
Just a bit longer and I would have reduced everything, including that old building, to ashes.
Oh boy.
However, it's just as the old legend said. The Hellhound earring has returned to its owner, to me!
Okay.
Is it safe to say that that earring is the one hanging from your right ear?
Yes.
Huh? Could it be?
Yeah, he
Gundam
didn't
wasn't
have
wearing
one
an
there.
earring during the investigation. And if he had it on by the time the class trial began,
Then he had to have
then
gotten
that
it.
means Gundam was able
from
to
under
retrieve
there,
his
right?
earring from beneath the floorboards during the investigation.
Right.
So, Gundam knows how to get under the floorboards.
Exactly.
It's understandable. After all, you fools only view the world through eyes of glass. But I am different. With the power of my 4 dark devas of destruction, it is of no concern.
You talking about your hamsters, my guy?
Truly, this is the evil 4th eye. Before the might of the evil 4th eye, all visual chaos is rendered asunder.
Okay.
What should I do? I'm embarrassed just listening to him.
Oh! Man up and speak more clearly!
Please?
Fine, I shall tell you all. The answer was in the storage room.
Okay. That's where we found the tablecloth.
One of my 4 dark devas of destruction, Mirage Golden Hawk, Jumpy, has seen beyond the chaos. A secret passage of doom leading to the underground lurks beneath a large assortment of random boxes.
Okay.
After securing a lighter from the supermarket, I threw caution to the wind and ventured below the floorboards.
All right.
And as a result of that lonesome battle, I was able to recover the Hellhound earring with my own 2 hands.
Okay. Was there anything there, or were you the killer?
Tremble with fear, fools! Behold my power!
There he goes blabbing about power and crap. You're ridiculous. You're just a breeder, you know.
Anyway, it sounds like you can go under the floorboards from the storage room.
Right,
And
right.
that has to be how the killer did it.
Yes. But they don't...
If
Well,
the space beneath the floor is empty, it's not that far to move from the storage room to the dining hall.
yeah, I guess. The people at the back would have had the best case, right? Or the best
I
chance?
see. If they passed through the storage room, I understand why the tablecloth was put there.
Exactly, exactly.
The killer lurked under the floorboards during the party, and from there, stab, stab, stab!
Are you sure?
You don't like stab, stab, stab? Should it sound more fleshy, like...
We're not talking about your sound effects.
Okay.
You're saying they snuck under the floorboards, but that means they would have had to leave the party, right? So, was there anyone who was able to do that?
Then whoever wasn't at the party is the killer. They must be the one who was waiting under the floorboards.
Fuyuhiko?
Who wasn't at the party again?
I didn't participate, but I was guarding the entrance, remember? Monomi over there can be my witness, right?
Okay.
Yes! This Monomi over here is your witness!
I believe there's no need to discuss this matter further, but I was unable to leave the bathroom.
Yes, she was having some stomach issues.
I was in the kitchen for a long time, but I frequently went to the dining hall to deliver my dishes.
Yeah?
The only person who wasn't at the party...
It was
Judging from the
Fuyuhiko.
photo I took before the blackout... It obviously has to be him.
Everyone's looking at him. It all comes back to you, my guy.
It's decided!
What the fuck are you saying? I'm not the killer!
Oh, really? What happened to the tough guy who was saying stuff like,
I can do it.
I thought he also said he was the only one who could do it.
Don't mess with me! I'll
Did I
fucking kill
misremember
you!
that?
see? You're making threats again.
Yep, that's right. Things are starting to get exciting.
Oh boy! Good news, you are now allowed to use the silencer. You can use the silencer with the right mouse button as many times as you want. When you use the silencer, you can shoot down the white noise. Also, when you shoot down the white noise, your time limit will increase a little. However, if you shoot an actual remark with your silencer instead of the white noise, the time limit will decrease. So aim carefully when you're using the silencer. Alright, oh, but if the difficulty is set to gentle, white noise won't appear at all. In that case, you'll still be able to use the silencer, but it will be somewhat pointless. However, if you feel like doing a little bang bang, you can use it to your heart's content. Okay? Alright. And then you can see the controls with escape key. Good luck and have fun. Oh boy, so silencer, huh? Make your arguments. Abuki's account, Teru, Kazuichi, Nekomaru. Okay, it's probably gonna, if we're talking about Fuyuhiko,
During
it's
the
probably
party,
gonna
the
be
killer-
Chiaki's, right? 'Cause she's
Was
the one who
lurking under the
said,
floor like a cockroach.
she's the one that said she
Stared
saw.
at Annie's all day without going to the storage room in the dark.
Is that true, Fuyuhiko?
He was, no, I don't
Don't
think
act
he's
like
the
I'm the
first.
fucking killer!
But when the party started, nobody saw you, you know?
Well, that's not true. Chiaki saw
That
him.
means you have no alibi.
But he does.
No, that's wrong!
Right?
No, Fuyuhiko definitely has an alibi. Isn't that right, Chiaki?
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
Huh? What happened, Fuyuhiko? Oh, hey, what are you doing here, all alone at a place like this? I'm standing guard so Monokuma doesn't come inside. How diligent of you.
I saw Fuyuhiko after the party started. There's no way he could have been waiting under the floor before then.
Mm-hmm.
You should have said that earlier, dumbass.
It's still your fault. Like, why were you even lurking around the old building in the first place?
Because he wanted to join it?
Shut up!
Maybe there really is a secret passage to go under the floorboards from outside, and he came to spy.
Maybe?
What'd you say, motherfucker?
Oh no!
He's like, I said nothing.
Wow, he got chewed out, but he looks super happy.
Regardless, it's impossible to go under the floorboards from outside. Chiaki and I already confirmed that.
Right, because they were looking for his
Then
earring.
someone definitely went under the floorboards through the storage room during the party.
Seems like it.
Party. It was probably during the blackout.
Right?
Well, if someone disappeared during the blackout, no one would have noticed.
But walking down that dark hallway to the storage room is like trying to make Eggs Benedict without any eggs.
Okay.
You're right. I couldn't even see the office in that darkness, and that room was much closer.
But is it really impossible?
Is it?
It might be better if we examine that possibility a little bit more.
It was super dark, you know? There's no way you'd be able to find your way to the storage room.
I can't stop thinking about it. I feel like there's something I've overlooked. For clarity's sake, once
It
again.
appears we're getting close to the final stage.
Seems like it.
Blackened or the spotless? Which is superior? I think it's time to settle this.
Okay. Make your argument. Duralumin case, party dishes, fire door, kitchen equipment list.
The hallway was really dark during the blackout.
Let's see. Murder threat, kitchen equipment list. A knife found at the crime scene was not included on the kitchen's equipment list. All the dangerous equipment that could be a potential weapon was confiscated by Byakuya. Apparently, there's an iron plate for barbecue and a portable stove for cooking hot pots. That could maybe fire door. If the fire breaks out, the door in the hallway of the old building can be shut. Maybe firelights come on, possibly. Duralumin case, I don't think would be it because they wouldn't be able to open it, right? So
Moving to the storage room like
maybe.
It's like making a seafood
Maybe
bowl without
that.
fish.
Is it really not possible?
What if they used a string like the cord?
A string, huh? It'd sure be easy to
Maybe
hide.
there was another pair of night vision goggles?
Maybe.
What a pain. I'm gonna go with my gut. What if they used a light?
Yeah.
Definitely sounds impossible.
The killer's method for moving in the dark might be what that one person suggested. So if so, I might be able to prove it. Yeah, I think
The
it's
hallway was
gotta
really
be
dark
like
during
the
the blackout.
the barbecue plate or something, right? Like
Moving
it
to
was
the storage room like
those
that.
portable lights or
It's like
portable
making a
stove.
seafood bowl without fish.
And be kind of like
Is it
trying
really
to
not
see,
possible?
but maybe it would be difficult.
What if they used a string like the cord?
Maybe there was another pair of night vision goggles?
I think it's gonna be
What a pain. I'm gonna go with my gut.
Akane's response, right?
What if they used a light?
I agree
Right?
with that.
Consent. Yeah, so they used one of the missing
The killer
lights.
had a light with him.
Right.
Oh, I was right? But where could they have found a light?
There was one nearby for sure. See? It's written on the kitchen's equipment list.
Right. 20 forks, 20 knives, 20 spoons, 5 iron skewers, 3 frying pans, 20 wine glasses. There are also iron plates for barbecue and even, a portable stove for cooking hot pots. Iron plates and a portable stove. I do recall seeing them on the shelf over there. This kitchen seems to be well kept. There should be no problems using it.
It's the portable stove.
Right.
Portable stove?
The portable stove isn't powered by electricity, and it's also small enough to carry around.
Yes.
So, the killer used the portable stove to move from the hallway to the storage room during the blackout.
Okay.
I see. I never considered the portable stove. But there's a hole in your argument.
Really? Huh?
A hole. What kind of hole? It would be great if you could explain it to me in
much more detail.
Oh my gosh. Why do you have to say it in such a creepy
A
voice?
perverted joke or anything. It's really not a perverted joke. I'm serious.
Repeating yourself just makes it even more suspicious.
Exactly.
Now then, Hajime, will you battle against me?
Battle?
No, that's wrong.
Okay.
Will you be able to break through my argument?
Maybe. What does he mean, battle? It sounds like he's enjoying a game or something. There's no way I'm gonna lose against someone like him. Okay, so it's one of these again. Alright. Night vision, kitchen equipment, fire door, storage room, tablecloth, party dishes.
Did you forget what Kazuichi said earlier? He said the hall was too dark to see the office. The light from the stove that you mentioned. It contradicts his testimony. Or are you intentionally doubting his testimony?
His testimony? But there was... Okay, so there was nothing for me to...
Don't doubt what Kazuichi said. What are you trying to say?
What's he trying to say?
The reason Kazuichi couldn't see the office was because the hallway was dark, right? So if a light was shining in such a dark hallway, wouldn't Kazuichi have seen it?
Oh,
After all,
wait.
he was walking near the hallway, right?
No, wait. What if it was... It's true that any light source in the dark hallway would have stood out. So if the killer did have a light, the reason Kazuichi wasn't able to see it was...
The reason Kazuichi couldn't...
Were those doors closed?
Dark. So if a light was shining in such a dark hallway, wouldn't Kazuichi have seen it?
Maybe?
Allow me to cut through those words.
There we go. Okay. All right.
Nagito, did you forget? Or are you just pretending you forgot?
Huh? What are you talking about?
It's hard to tell with
There
him.
should have been a wall that blocked light.
Right?
I'm talking about the fire door in the hallway.
Exactly.
If you close it, it would form a perfect wall in the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, the hallway rounds a corner just beyond the fire door.
Exactly.
So even if there was a small gap in the door, as long as they passed the corner, the light still wouldn't peek out.
Right.
I see. To actually notice the fire door. Just as expected of the ultimate... Oh. You still don't remember your talent, do you?
Thanks for reminding us, my guy.
Who cares about that right now?
Exactly.
Nagito, what are you plotting? For someone who insists he's not the killer, you are quite nosy.
True.
You sound so scary. If you're that angry, why don't you take a deep breath?
Okay.
You sure like to piss us off. How about I shut your fucking mouth for you?
Hey, it's okay if you guys fight, but I won't allow a burly brawl that might offend people.
But you'll allow all kinds of other stuff that will offend people? Right.
More importantly, can you hurry up and decide who's the blackened already? Time runs out when I get bored.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Fine, I get it. You're telling me to pass the torch, right?
What?
Pass the torch?
Exactly what?
We're going to ask the real killer, not an imposter like me, to show themselves.
Really?
You're obviously the killer, right?
If you think I am, I really don't mind. Whatever conclusion you ultimates arrive at, I will accept it, no matter what it is.
Interesting. So you're telling me to call out the real killer, even though I really don't want to condemn that person, but there's no other way, right? The person who used the hallway's fire door as cover and used the portable stove to move in the dark and snuck under the floorboards to stab Byakuya to death using the glowing paint as a mark. So the only killer I can think of is... Uh-oh. You and only you. This isn't gonna be good, man. Uh-oh. There's only one person who would have had access to that, right? The one in the kitchen. Terror.
You're the only one!
Oh, man.
Terror. Could it be you?
Huh? What? What are you talking about?
Teru's the killer? Is that true?
I don't know.
What are you talking about? There's no way!
Of course, that's simply my assumption. So if you have an objection, please speak freely.
Okay.
Objection or not, why am I being treated like the killer?
There's a question.
The portable stove used in the murder came from the kitchen.
True.
That's it? That's the only reason you're treating me like a killer? Isn't that a little drastic?
You had
You're
access
cruel.
to the storage room.
Cruel. Too cruel.
Teru. That attitude is so not like you.
Okay.
For the ultimate cook to get so upset.
Call me chef.
Call me chef.
If you fall to aspersions like this, who will be there to support the future of the culinary arts?
Okay.
The future of the culinary arts.
Right?
That's right. For the future of the culinary arts, you must face this and fight it fair and square.
Okay.
You're right. Yeah, that's totally right.
So, what's an aspersion anyway? Is it yummy?
It's not food.
Did you know asbestos is yummy too? You should try some later.
Nagito, why are you interfering?
Let's assume
Yeah,
that the
why
killer
is he?
used a light, and that they used the fire door to mask that light, and that they moved to the storage room and snuck under the floorboards. Then what? It's dark under the floorboards too, so how would they be able to stab Byakuya? You're not gonna say they shined the light on Byakuya, right?
Right.
Plan would have been ruined if he noticed.
Right.
That's right. What do you think about that?
Would have been the same thing that Nagito was attracted to, though?
There's no way you can answer, right? You personally haven't investigated what's beneath
That's
the
true.
floorboards.
If that's the case, then Gundam should know. He actually went
might.
under the floorboards.
No. Unfortunately, there was nothing related to the incident under the floorboards. The only thing I found was a strange liquid shining in the darkness, near where Byakuya's blood was dripping.
Well, then that.
What? A shining liquid in the dark?
Exactly.
That sounds super important!
If there was a shining mark like that, they would have been able to move to it in the dark, right?
I would think so.
And in doing so, it might have been possible for them to use that mark to target the victim.
Right? The victim was targeted by a mark. What was the mark? It's the paint, right? I think, doesn't this talk about the paint? A glowing paint-like substance coats it? So, glow-in-the-dark paint, maybe?
I can prove it with this.
Okay.
The mark you're talking about is the glowing paint that was applied to the knife, right?
Hello? That was weird. It was working at the beginning. I don't know why. It just all of a sudden stopped. I hate how it does that. Oh, but thank you for letting me know. I appreciate it. Also, welcome in, Everett. All right. The mark you're talking about is the glowing paint that was applied to the knife, right?
Ah, by using the glowing paint as a target, they were able to judge where to stab even in the dark.
Right.
I see. The killer didn't target an actual person. They just struck the moment the glowing paint moved.
Okay.
That would be the moment someone grabbed a hold of the knife.
So, the killer used the mark that I prepared for finding the knife as a mark for stabbing. I see. That's why Byakuya got killed when he took the knife.
But if they were able to do that, wouldn't that mean the killer knew about Nagito's plan all along?
That's what I'm thinking.
Well, Teru!
Seriously? I don't know anything.
He's sweating
Really?
an awful lot.
I don't know anything at all.
Then can I ask everyone a question instead?
Yes, please.
You again? Just stop already!
Now. We should give everyone a
I
fair
feel like the
opportunity
two
to
of them
speak.
work together.
If Teru is the killer, that would mean he went to the storage room during the blackout.
Okay.
And just what did Ibuki hear during the blackout?
Ah! Don't step on my feet!
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
Turn the damn lights on! I can't eat like this, you know!
You guys? Where are you? Wasn't the blackout just in the kitchen?
That's true.
She heard Teru's voice in the dining hall?
Doesn't that prove Teru was in the dining hall during the blackout?
It proves his voice was.
That's right! That's exactly it!
But Teru was in the kitchen the moment the blackout occurred, right? So, why was he in the dining hall?
Uh-huh.
I thought the blackout was only in the kitchen, so I panicked and ran out of there.
But you couldn't see.
Of course, the hallway was dark too, but somehow I managed to move along the wall toward everyone's voices.
Well, it's not that far to move along the wall from the kitchen to the dining hall.
Okay.
That sounds fishy.
If I remember correctly, you can tell when a person is lying by licking their sweat.
Gross.
So, if you want, you should try licking me.
Gross.
No way! You look greasy. But I heard Teru's voice in the dining hall! Ibuki swears on her honor!
That's right. Teru was in the dining hall, not the storage room. Which means he's not the killer.
Unless he was already under the floor of the dining hall.
That's not it. Why? Why do you want to keep falsely accusing me?
It's not like I want to blame you. I just...
You should be so proud of yourself, Hajime. You're just progressing toward the hope you believe in.
Uh-huh.
Now, Hajime, show me more of your hope. Will that be enough to crush Teru's hope?
He's so twisted, man. Alright, what are our arguments? The knife, bloodstain under the table, gaps in the floorboard, Duralumin case. Okay.
Let me ask you again. Did you go to the storage room during the blackout?
There's no way I went to the storage room. I was somewhere totally different.
I definitely heard Teru's voice.
Right?
It's handsome, unlike his face.
Uh-huh.
Maybe it was recording or something?
Yeah, that's what I think.
Nope, definitely a live voice.
If Ibuki's right.
As long as I have her testimony.
Under the floorboards,
fact that I was
right?
in the dining hall cannot be disputed.
Okay. There's definitely a contradiction hidden within those remarks. I need to find it.
Let me ask you again.
Gaps in the floorboard, right?
During the blackout.
I think that's what it's gonna be.
There's no way I went to the storage room. I was somewhere totally different.
I definitely heard Teru's voice.
Okay.
It's handsome, unlike his face.
Uh-huh.
Maybe it was recording or something?
Did we play it anywhere?
Nope, definitely a live voice.
If Ibuki's right?
Right. As long as I have her testimony. The fact that I was in the dining hall cannot be
disputed?
That contradiction.
But are you sure? You could have been under the dining room.
Just because we heard Teru's voice in the dining hall doesn't mean he was literally in the dining hall.
Exactly.
Huh? Why?
Remember the floor in the dining hall? It was full of gaps, right?
Uh-huh.
So even if you shouted from under the floor, it should have sounded just like the voices in the dining hall.
Exactly. He has nothing to say.
But...
That face.
So he brazenly shouted from under the floor to make us think he was in the dining hall.
Uh-huh.
Is that true, Teru?
Hold on a second.
Okay.
Can you explain this, Teru?
Can you?
I told you to wait a second, ain't I?
What? What?
What are y'all even saying anymore? I'm telling you, I was in that there dining hall during the blackout.
What?
Where are you from again?
That's what I'm wondering.
I was born in West Asabu and raised in South Aoyama.
What?
Hey, you guys! This guy's a major liar!
What?
Teru was in the dining hall during the blackout. He should have been there after the power returned, right?
Right?
Well, I believe so. There's no way he could have gone back and forth in that dark hallway.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? Was Teru actually there during that time?
Was he?
I sure was. I was there the whole damn time.
Mm-hmm.
Something like this shouldn't be decided by gut instinct. People's lives are at stake.
Damn right. You guys should have been deciding this on the spot with your hazy memories.
What in the
His
world?
accent is getting even worse. He's definitely lying.
Uh-huh.
However, I am not sure. I believe that he was there, and I believe that he was not there.
Oh, is there any way we can decide?
Is there?
Why don't we consult his memories?
Consult his memories? His memories?
Gosh, yeah, don't be saying things like that. Don't make no sense. Can you even prove I wasn't in the dining hall?
I probably can.
Oh, you again.
Whether or not Teru was in the dining hall during the blackout, in order to know for sure, I just need to throw that question at him. Okay, what question? What question? The gas stove in the kitchen was powered by electricity. That's why Teru couldn't use it during the blackout. What question? Is that the question that we want? Maybe? I have no idea. I have no idea what we're going for here. Not the slightest. No, even if I ask him about this, I can't corner him with it. Well, I bet it's too early for you to say you can't prove it.
Crap.
I can't even do his new accent. Whether or not Teru was in the dining hall during the blackout. In order to know for sure, I just need to throw that question at him again. The gaps in the floorboard? Maybe? No. Okay, what is it supposed to be?
Crap.
I'm not sure. What question? The knife? Do we ask about the storage room? Maybe? Maybe? No. So what is it supposed to be? What question are we supposed... whether he was in the dining hall during the blackout. Do we put Ibuki's account at him? Maybe? Ibuki's account? No? Are we getting closer, though? What would it be? We're gonna end up guessing every single one. Okay. Mikan's autopsy report. Do we ask about the thin, sharp weapon? Maybe? No.
Crap.
What are we supposed to ask him? I'm so confused. The murder threat? The kitchen equipment list. Okay, ask him about that? No. Why can't we corner him with that? I'm so confused. What would it be? The fire door? The party dishes? The irons in the storage room? Oh, we can ask him that. Were they on? Okay. I don't know where they're trying to go with this. I feel like I'm asking all kinds of questions, but... Bloodstain under the table? Knife? Was it dark? Right? No. The murder threat? The party dishes? I really don't know what we're asking about.
Crap.
I'm so confused about what we're supposed to be asking about. Let's ask about the knife, I guess. Because I really don't have any idea. No. I'm gonna end up running out of help. What is it? What do they want us to know? Bloodstain under the table? I don't have any idea. There's one specific obscure thing here that I just have no idea. Fire door? Was the fire door closed? Maybe? No.
Crap!
I'm gonna run out of health. I don't know how many more chances I have. I've almost asked all of the evidence, though. Kazuichi, we could ask him about this, but I don't think that's gonna help. No.
Crap!
Okay. We got maybe 2 more guesses before we're gonna lose. That sucks. What question is it? Chiaki's account, party dishes, storage room, irons. We asked about all this. What's it supposed to be? Night vision goggles? He may have seen them? No.
Crap!
What's it supposed to be? Okay. We're gonna end up trying again for sure. But let's see. Bloodstain under the table. We haven't tried that. No.
Crap!
Okay. What haven't we asked about? I feel like we've asked about everything at this point. AC timer. We haven't asked about that. Yeah, okay. So now that's going to be all of our health. Do we get a chance to redo it? I don't have any other options. Everyone doubts me. Time to vote. I can totally imagine who the blackened will be. Yeah, that's not going to go well. By majority vote, the one who's been chosen is Hajime. Hajime, of course. The true blackened has been graduated splendidly. Congratulations. All the others will be punished.
This is my...
Would you like to retry? Of course we would like to retry.
We will never give up!
Of course not. Alright, so we gotta try again.
Just because we heard Teruteru's voice in the dining hall doesn't mean he was literally in the dining hall.
Right.
Huh? Why?
Remember the floor in the dining hall? It was
Right.
full. So even if he shouted from under the floor, it should have sounded just like the voices in the dining hall.
Right.
But
I see. So he brazenly shouted from under the floor to make us think he was in the dining hall.
Right. Was there a question here?
Hold on a second.
Can you explain this, Teru?
I told you to wait a second, ain't I? What are y'all even saying anymore? I'm telling you, I was in that there dining hall during the blackout.
Where are you from again?
Okay.
I was born in West Asabu and raised in South Aoyama.
Hey, you guys! This guy's a major liar!
If Teru was in the dining hall during the blackout, he should have been there after the power returned, right?
Right.
Well, I believe so. There's no way he could have gone back and forth in that dark hallway.
Right?
Was Teru actually there during that?
I sure was. I was there the whole damn time.
Something like this shouldn't be decided by gut instinct. People's lives are at stake.
Damn right. You guys should.
His accent is
I
getting
think
even
I
worse.
know what
However,
it is.
I am not sure.
No.
Why don't we consult his...
Gosh, yeah, don't be saying things like that. Don't make no sense. Can you even prove I wasn't in the dining hall?
I have a suspicion that we can. Oh no. When did Mikan's embarrassing pose happen? I think it happened after the blackout. And he for sure would have noticed. Ugh. Oh man. Alright guys, I'm sorry.
Oh, you again.
In order to know for sure, I just need to throw that question at him. Okay, we're gonna try the embarrassing pose. I think it happened after... I'm gonna do this super fast. But I think it happened after the blackout.
I can prove it with this.
Of course it was.
If you're claiming that you were in the dining hall when the power came back, And you should know how Mikan was positioned at the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, what? Don't make me remember. It's so embarrassing.
I was wondering how they'd make that relevant.
No, this is a very important question. Well, Teru, if you were really in the dining hall at that time, you should know the answer to that.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
It was a pretty clever way of tripping. There's no way you'd forget about it so easily.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I showed you something so unsightly.
My goodness.
How about it? You can't answer, Teru?
Uh-huh.
Huh? That's weird. Just slipped from my mind.
Of everybody's mind, it would definitely not have slipped from your mind,
There's
my
no
guy.
way it would slip from your mind, especially not a pervert like you.
Exactly.
Even so.
Mm-hmm.
Nagito, say something.
Mm-mm.
I guess you might have to give up now.
Give up? What do you mean, give up?
Teru. I'm disappointed too, you know.
Uh-huh.
It's lonely watching someone I admire reach the limits of their hope. It kind of feels like a broken dream.
Oh, man.
Nagito, what are you doing? Why are you messing with the killer like that?
Well, hold on a sec. Don't go moving this along on your own like I really am the killer.
Huh? But it's already decided, right?
I don't know about that.
The murder weapon hasn't been cleared up yet, Chef?
That's true.
I can't understand him anymore. It appears he's saying the murder weapon hasn't been cleared up yet.
Yeah?
You understand him?
But it's such a sad defense. This is too cruel.
Oh, you calling me the killer, then where's the weapon?
Come on, Manumi. Enough with the whimpering and translate.
He said, if you're calling me the killer, then where's the weapon?
Yeah. Was it a barbecue skewer?
It's not the knife, right?
It's the missing skewer, right?
Judging from Byakuya's wounds, it was a thin-edged tool that's roughly 5 millimeters in diameter.
Mm-hmm.
Also, if they stabbed from under the floorboards, the weapon would need to be at least 50 centimeters in length.
Mm-hmm.
After all this, who cares about the weapon?
Not good enough! Not good enough at all!
He said, not good enough. Not good enough at all. Fine, I got it. Let's try thinking about what the
I
weapon
know what
was.
it was. It was that meat skewer.
He said, try to do it.
That's not what he said.
Confusing accent.
Anyway, we need to focus and think about this. A thin-edged tool with a diameter of about 50 millimeters and at least 50 centimeters in length. The weapon that meets those requirements might have been used at the crime scene. Huh? What's that? Okay, it's gonna be the, what are we, meat skewer, maybe? We'll see. What do we got? Meat, S-K-E-W-E-R. I think that's what it's going to be. Alright, we will need these, but I'm gonna have to get rid of that. Oh, iron skewer, right? Okay, so, oops, I didn't mean to do that. It's gonna be iron skewer. Where's my other R? Okay. I won't need that yet. I will need this one. And this. Okay, I don't need O's anymore. I will need these. Let's do this. Okay, alright, we're gonna need this. We don't need 2 of them, and I do need a K. Don't need that. Don't need a K. I need an E. Come on. E. Yep. Skewer. And now I need another E. Just need an E and an R. That's all we need. There's my E. Now I just need the R. And there we go. Iron skewer. Boom.
Got it.
Exactly.
That's it. The weapon must be the iron skewer.
Exactly.
Huh? The iron skewer?
The one from the Brazilian meat.
Before the party, as Byakuya was confiscating all the dangerous items, he spoke to Tero.
Exactly. I checked the equipment list, and there seems to be one iron skewer missing. Ah, that's right. As far as I know, that's been missing from the start.
So that missing iron skewer is the weapon?
Yep.
An iron skewer would match up with the wounds perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Teru, where'd you hide the iron skewer?
He's foaming at the mouth. That's crazy. What? What?
Did he really just say that?
He's just saying random shit to fuck with us. You probably dumped it somewhere on the island, didn't you?
Maybe.
This school trip has a no littering rule. If he had violated it, the island sirens would be ringing non-stop.
Would they?
Island sirens? Just for littering?
Oh my goodness.
Also, I was on guard duty, and I never once saw Teru leave the old building.
Okay.
Which means he obviously hid it somewhere in the old building.
Right.
It's probably the kitchen again, right?
Teru, just man up and be straight with us.
Finally, we are nearing the end. A cornered opponent will be surrounded by soul shields and will not listen what you have to say. It will probably pain you to condemn your classmate, but this is a class trial after all. You must argue against your opponent and destroy their soul shields. A high-speed dispute battle where you beat down a panicked opponent's excuses and nonsense. That's the bullet time the panic talk action. P for panic, T for talk, A for action. We'll shorten it to PTA. During PTA, you must destroy all your opponent's soul shields so you can deliver your final strike. In order to do that, you must destroy your opponent's remarks while following the tempo of the song, okay? Time your button press with the tempo marker as it moves across the screen. Match the tempo marker by pressing the left mouse button, and you'll be able to lock onto the opponent's remark. If you keep pressing it, you'll be able to lock onto multiple remarks at the same time. Afterward, if you release the left mouse button in time with the tempo marker, it will intercept the locked-on remark and destroy it. By destroying remarks, you will be able to damage the soul shields, protecting the opponent and destroy them. However, if you cannot destroy their remark within the time limit, you will end up getting hurt. During PTA, you can press the escape key to review the controls. But for this PTA, we'll just focus on pressing the left mouse button. Please wait for another time for the other features. Do this consecutively and you'll start a combo. Keep this going and you'll initiate a tempo up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll find yourself in a tempo down situation. When the song changes, the tempo changes. This will alter the timing of each button. Please be careful. Last but not least, let me tell you about the final blow. If you destroy all of your opponent's soul shields, they will start to give their final argument. If that happens, 4 words will be displayed on the top, bottom, left, and right sides of the screen. Each of these 4 words corresponds to the W, S, A, and D key. If you press the buttons in the right order, you will be able to compose the words of your final strike. Okay? Please make your argument while searching for the words that will trump your opponent's final argument. Also, if you don't deliver your final strike within the time limit, the opponent's soul shields will recover. Good luck and have fun. Oh boy. Oh man.
What the hell you saying, you YouTuber hit?
He said, oh, what the hell are you even saying, you stupid country hick?
I guess we have no choice but to somehow find out for ourselves.
If the iron skewer is the weapon, then hiding it in the kitchen would be the easiest way to slip it by. But Byakuya and I checked the kitchen pretty thoroughly before the party started. Which means, was the weapon already hidden somewhere we couldn't find it? Was it under the floorboard? I think it might have been. Could it have been in an unexpected place? Where would that be? Where did he hide a long weapon like an iron skewer? Think carefully.
He said, I'm not hiding anything.
I'm hiding anything! I'm not hiding anything!
Mm-hmm. I must reveal to Taro the conclusive evidence that proves he's the killer. So could he have hidden it under the floorboards? Okay.
Shut up! That's impossible! Nonsense! Unforgivable! I don't know! Paris Hilton!
Oh boy.
Shut up!
These are some amazing arguments.
Nonsense!
Oh boy.
Unforgivable!
We almost got it.
I don't know! Paris Hilton! Unforgivable! Where would the weapon be?
On the meat bone? On the meat bone. Okay, now we gotta do it again. Another soul shield. Let's see.
Where would the weapon be?
On the meat bone. Right?
That's impossible!
Not on the meat bone?
Shut up!
Where would it be then?
That's impossible! Where would the weapon be?
Oops. So it's obviously that's wrong.
Nonsense!
So what are we missing here?
Unforgivable!
The meat bone.
I don't know.
The meat on bone?
Paris Hilton! Where would the weapon be?
The bone on meat? That doesn't make any sense. On the meat bone. On the bone meat? Bone on the meat? Bone on the meat? No.
Unforgivable!
Meat on the bone? Maybe?
I don't know.
Hidden in the meat on the bone, right? Maybe that's what it is. Meat on the bone?
Shut up! Where would the
Meat
weapon be?
on the bone.
This is the end.
Okay. So, again, right idea, not the right order. It's the meat, the big meat on the
iron
bone.
skewer have been hidden inside the piece of meat on the bone.
What are you saying? There's no way I'd hide anything in a place like that.
That's clearly impossible. I mean, that's inside the food.
Impossible. That's what Byakuya and I thought. That's why we overlooked it.
Exactly. It seems there are no dangerous items like that skewer in the churrasco earlier, inside that pile of food. That appears to be the case. Phew, I wouldn't have known what to do if he said fish bones and meat bones were also dangerous items.
But in fact, the only place you could hide the weapon was inside the food that couldn't be inspected. Out of all the dishes you prepared, the only one that could hide a weapon as long as an iron skewer is the meat on the bone.
Exactly.
What now?
I'm using my right to remain silent.
There's no way that exists here.
We need to confirm this now!
Exactly.
So if we eat that tasty-looking piece of meat and find the iron skewer inside, bullseye!
All right. Monokuma or Monami, one of you hurry and bring over that piece of meat.
Oh boy.
1 minute. Just give me 1 minute. I'll eat the whole thing!
Wait, now hold on a second. Time out, time out.
What are you doing? Hurry up and bring it over!
Oh man, the tension.
About that.
Huh? Where did Monokuma go?
I'm right here!
He got the meat. Oh, he's eating it?
I'm already eating it! Ah, a bear that eats meat! Wait, now that I think about it, that's pretty normal.
Yeah, it actually is.
Oh, what is this? So yummy!
Damn it! That's my meat!
I've never eaten anything like it in my entire life! The taste brings me back to my days in the wild.
Oh man. He's like freaking out.
This is bad. Seriously, this is really bad.
My. There's something inside the meat.
Uh-oh, imagine that.
Look what came out.
Oh man.
Isn't that...
Is that an iron skewer?
Mm-hmm.
Check it out. The handle looks like it's made of bone. Pretty clever.
That's
The
true.
sword of destruction, encased in bone and sheathed in meat. It brought catastrophe unto Byakuya.
Uh-huh.
As expected of Teru Teru. Such a fantastic weapon from the ultimate chef.
Oh man.
You're wrong. I'm not the killer. I'm not the kind of person who would kill someone.
But clearly you
I
did.
got it. You all set me up. You guys set me up so you could blame this on me.
Jeez, what a disappointment.
I mean, Nagito probably set it up.
Such an unseemly defense for an ultimate like you. Can you really call that hope?
Hey, Nagito. I'm sorry, but can you just be quiet?
I like Chiaki.
Lisa, you're all nothing but a bunch of poor, loudmouth, fast food eating hicks.
You don't need to translate anymore. Somehow I can tell what he's trying to say.
Let's just deal with Nagito later. More importantly, we should
I guess we need to
first...
settle this. Once and for all.
Yep.
To do that, we need to go over the entire incident from beginning to end and make everything clear.
All right. Go over the entire incident, and then I can prove Teru's crime. That's right. If we don't do that, we can't end this no matter how much time passes.
So, we need to do it.
All right, so it's finally come to this. My throb is chesting. I think you have that backwards, my friend. Every case has one last feature to bring the class trial to an end. This is the closing argument. In this phase, you'll give a complete summary of the case. You'll have to reproduce the order of the events in the form of a comic book. This part's always fun. This reproduction is merely Hajime's imagination, so there will be gaps here and there. Gaps are where a number of pieces are missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the truth panels provided. Around 3 to 5 truth panels make up one set. Inside that one set, there will be correct panels placed among incorrect panels. If you use up all the correct panels contained in one set, it will switch to a new set. After that, if you fill in all the holes, you will clear the challenge. I'm pretty sure some of you have already noticed, but it will be difficult to complete with so many gaps, but once you fill some in, it will become much simpler. For those who played the previous game, you might hesitate at first, but it's basically the same concept. Now then, when playing and solving the closing argument, there is a certain trick. If you move the reticule onto the gaps on each page, it will display hints at the top of the screen. This type of hint will ask what kind of scene is drawn in that gap. Also, if you move the reticule onto a truth panel, it will display a hint as well. His hint explains the scene contained in that panel. Put together these two hints and think carefully. Of course, don't forget there will be a time limit. Well, good luck and have fun. Alright. Closing arguments. Okay, stock 1. So, what do we have here? Everyone at the party is... Everyone in the party is what? What is this? Everyone at the party is what? What is that supposed to mean? Is... Everyone at the party is what? Akane keeps eating even during... I don't know what this means. Is set at... Chiaki is guarding the building's entrance? I don't know. Maybe? Okay. Let's see. At the storage room before the blackout, what was happening? Okay, so this was... we have the irons at the storage room before the blackout. We had this, right? No. I guess this information doesn't fit here. I should think about this again. The irons are going. A knife glowing in the dark. Hiyoko is drinking juice. I don't see what that has to do with anything. This is where it's set to 11:30, right? Right? And then we have at the office room when the blackout occurred. A knife glowing in the dark? No. Okay. What? Akane keeps eating even during the blackout? Okay. So maybe that's not part of that set. Whoops. Oh, I only got 3 options. Oh, whoops. That sucks. Okay, we gotta do that again. I didn't know we only had like 3 tries. Okay, but we have a lot of time, so I think we can... take our time with it. Yes, we'll retry.
We will never give up.
Alright, let's get back to that. Alright, closing argument. Trying this again. Okay, so Chiaki's guarding. We have... Okay, she's drinking the juice. He's trying to go to the bathroom, but... Keko's in there. He's just laying on his bed. The irons are going. I guess this has to be that she's eating during the blackout, right? No. It doesn't go here. Okay. Well, what was going on? Okay, so... Oh, maybe we can't put it there because we don't have it. Alright, so... Same scene as the office room and dining hall. Let's see. What else do we got? The killer obtained a light. Switched on. Okay. The weapon is hidden in the big meat on the bone. Right? Okay, so stock 2. Let's see what we got. At the storage room before the blackout. Borrowing the tablecloth, right? Huh. Okay. The irons turned on. Okay. I thought that was the irons turned on, but that makes sense. Same scene as office and dining hall. At the office room. Okay, the moment it got dark, Byakuya equipped the night vision, right? Who did Byakuya see? What did the killer do after exiting into the dark hall? What did the killer obtain at the storage room? Borrowed a tablecloth. Right? Okay. Stock 3. Alright, what do we got still? Unlit portable stove, the air conditioner turned on. Same scene as the office room and the dining hall. That they turned on, right? Really? I hope we didn't lose. Okay, closing the fire door. At the office room when the blackout occurred. Let's see. Who did Byakuya see? Nagito trying to duck under the table. Right? And then he ran over there. Okay. What did the killer do after exiting into the dark hall? Close the fire door? Right? And then what do we have? What was found under the table? I heard it. Okay, so none of that. What do we got? something at the beginning. At the office room, when the blackout occurred, the air conditioner turned on. Right, okay. Last stock, so everything's got to get filled in now. Let's see what we got. Same scene as the office room and the dining hall. The killer used a mark, a knife glowing in the dark. We'll wait on that. I think it's going to be that one, but we'll wait. What do we got? What was found under the table? A knife glowing in the dark? Alright. I heard it. The ultimate musician has amazing hearing. Okay. I think that's everything. Except for the last one. Which one? What do we have? Same scene as the office room and dining hall. It's got to be that. Right.
Here's everything that happened in this case.
There we go.
Let's try going over the whole incident, beginning with right after the party started.
Okay.
Byakuya had us gather in the dining hall of the old building near the hotel.
Exactly.
He was extra cautious about a murder occurring that night because of a threatening letter he received.
Yes.
Therefore, he decided to throw a party so he could monitor us.
Right.
Though one person didn't come, the rest of us assembled at the dining hall, and the party was underway.
Mm-hmm.
But at that time, the trap set by a certain someone was already in motion.
Right. Act 2.
They plugged 3 irons into the outlets in the storage room, which nearly capped the power usage.
Yep.
Additionally, they prepared something else that would activate at 11:30 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
The air conditioners in the office and dining hall. They had already set the timers for these.
Yes.
Thanks to the irons maxing out the power usage, the breaker was tripped when the air conditioners kicked on.
All 3 at once? I believe it.
Since the windows in the old building were covered, the blackout plunged the dining hall into total darkness.
Mm-hmm.
But when that happened, Byakuya took out a specific item that he brought in his case.
Yep, the night vision goggles.
That item was the night vision goggles. Byakuya was so concerned about a murder occurring that he brought a variety of security equipment with him.
Yes.
When he put on his night vision goggles, Byakuya witnessed a certain someone making a suspicious move.
Right.
He saw Nagito guiding himself with the desk lamp's power cord so he could get under the table.
Exactly.
That's right. Everything up to that point was all part of Nagito's plan.
Mm-hmm.
The murder warning to Byakuya, the source of the blackout, it was all Nagito.
Mm-hmm.
While the blackout was happening, someone else, the real killer, began making their move in the kitchen.
Okay.
The killer probably already knew about Nagito's plan, so they knew a blackout was coming.
Right.
That's why the killer prepared all the items they would need to commit their crime in the dark beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
They needed a light source, which was provided by the portable stove in the kitchen.
Okay.
They needed a weapon, too. This had also been hidden in the kitchen beforehand.
In the meat.
The long iron skewer used in the churrasco dish. The killer hid that inside that meat with the bone in it.
Right.
With the weapon and portable stove in hand, the killer stepped out into the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
First, they closed the fire door in the hallway so their light source wouldn't peek toward the dining hall.
Of course.
Then, guided by the light, the killer headed toward the storage room and grabbed a specific item.
The tablecloth?
That's right, a tablecloth to block the blood splatter.
Mm-hmm.
With
then
this,
went under
the killer
the
finished their
floor.
preparations and snuck under the floorboards through the secret passage. They probably turned off the portable cooking stove at that point, or left it near the entrance of the door.
Mm-hmm.
The floor in the dining hall is full of gaps, so there's no way they could have safely held a light source.
Right.
But thanks to the glowing mark they painted earlier, the killer was able to get beneath the table.
Right.
Under the table, Byakuya found the knife that had been hidden there.
So was he trying to kill Nagito?
If only he had retreated, he probably wouldn't have gotten killed, but he had to retrieve that knife. And at that moment, the killer lurking beneath the floorboard stabbed straight up with the iron skewer. The killer had been waiting in the dark for the moment when the glowing paint began to move.
Right.
After they murdered Byakuya, the killer purposefully shouted from beneath the floorboards to make it seem like they were still in the dining hall. Afterward, they came out from underneath the floorboards and rushed back to the kitchen.
Yep.
And then, after hiding the murder weapon in the kitchen, they rejoined the group as if nothing had happened.
Of course.
There's only one person who would have been able to commit this crime.
Taro.
Especially if that person is someone who'd think of an unexpected way to hide a weapon inside food.
Oh man.
Isn't that right, Teru Hanamura?
Oh man.
That's what happened. How about it? Did I get anything wrong?
This is a mistake. A mistake, I tell you. I would never kill anyone.
Then why?
Would never.
I don't understand you, my guy.
Seems this is the end.
Man. My guy, you need to calm down. I mean, I guess I understand. Oh, man. Oh, we should get coins for this. That'll be good. We got a B. Nice. 94 coins. That'll let us buy some gifts. Awesome.
It looks like your argument has come to a close. Oops! I lost control of my wild side for a second. Was that a side effect of the meat I just ate?
It might be.
Well, putting that aside, let's move along to the nerve-wracking voting time!
Oh boy.
Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Oh, just a reminder, make triple sure you vote for someone. If you don't vote, I'm gonna eat you up just like that meat from earlier.
Oh boy.
Why did this happen?
Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Is it even a choice?
Such heart-pounding excitement!
I mean, I don't even know. Is it seriously a choice? Yeah, I was gonna say, it can't possibly be a choice after we deduced all that. Oh boy. What's gonna happen to him? All rise.
Correct!
Yahoo!
That's right. This time the blackened responsible for killing Byakuya Togami is Teru Hanamaru. No. Are you serious? Out of all the people, are you saying a pawn's like him is the one who killed Byakuya? But why did you kill him?
You've got it wrong.
It was a mistake. I'm telling you, it was just a mistake. He was trying to kill Nagito. I know it. I was only trying to save you guys.
Hey!
I was only trying to stop Nagito from murdering one of you. That's what I was thinking, yeah. Huh? Trying to stop? What do you mean? I spent all morning in the old building preparing dishes for the party, and then I heard a weird laughter near the dining hall, and when I peeked over there, I saw him. I saw Nagito in the middle of cleaning duty, putting the knife under the table. I had a bad feeling about it, so I continued to watch what he was doing. And I saw him place the irons he brought in the storage room and mess with the air conditioner timers. Plus he was grinning, just grinning by himself the whole time. So I questioned him.
When that happened, he... You caught me?
Oh, I've been caught?
What?
Being caught?
Hey!
What are you doing? What are you scheming? I'm planning to kill someone, of course. Taro, just to let you know, it's pointless of you to stop me. If you stop me now, it doesn't matter. I will never give up. Whether it's tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, or the days beyond that, I'll definitely start the killing.
Impossible!
What? No matter how much you want to leave this island, that's just... I see. So that's what you think.
Well...
But that's not it at all. This isn't about my survival. I just want the killing to start.
What?
What are you saying? I love everyone here. That's why I want to be of good use to them. I love all of the Ultimates, and I admire them for being symbols of hope.
Amazing!
That's right. In the name of hope, I love everyone's talents from the bottom of my heart. That's why. I don't want them to lose against something like killing. I want them to prove to me that hope will never lose, no matter how daunting the despair they face may seem. That's a little twisted, my guy. I want everyone to prove to me that hope will never lose to despair.
No.
Well, what are you saying? I don't understand at all.
See?
Isn't it typical that if you face a strong enemy, you will become even stronger yourself? Which means the stronger the despair you face, the stronger everyone's hope will become, right?
I
want to see that brightness, and in order to see it, I'm going to have to become everybody's stepping stone. I want to make your hope shine. It's as simple as that. That's right, I yearn for powerful hope that can overcome any kind of despair.
You're kidding, right?
Are you kidding? Don't tell me. You're actually serious.
Man.
So you don't understand. That's fine. I don't really mind. I'm just an obsessed fanboy, so it's alright that this love of mine is unrequited. I suppose I can be called the ultimate fanatic.
No way!
There's something wrong with you. Really? Do you think so? Do you really think there's something wrong with me?
Hey.
But isn't that what love is? Nagito, what is the meaning of this? Explain it to me. I don't understand anything about this story at all.
See?
You see, if you have a favorite boxer, don't you want him to fight against a strong opponent and win?
Don't fuck with me!
You better not compare us to that.
What?
Huh? Am I wrong? It's a given that trials are necessary to become strong, and the harsher the trial, the stronger you become, no? For mere humans, killings are simply a tragedy, but for worthy humans, a trial such as this can elevate their status to an even higher level.
Amazing!
It's amazing to me that someone as untalented as myself can become that trial. There's no point in someone like me surviving. It's far more significant for me to die as everyone's trial.
Great!
There's no greater honor than becoming the foundation so that your values may ascend to brave new heights.
What's going on?
Stop it. You're seriously starting to piss me off.
What's going on?
I don't understand at all. Are you saying you basically wanted to commit murder for fun? It's not the same as killing for fun, but I guess it looked the same in your eyes. I have no intention of surviving and leaving you all to die. Is that why you didn't mind when Taro discovered your plan?
That's wrong.
Perhaps it was intentional too.
So...
Nagito wanted to involve us in the killing. Plus, it'd be better for him if the mystery was more complex. Is that why you blatantly revealed your plan to Taro? You expected to pique Taro's curiosity And you look forward to the mystery becoming more complex. Well, you're basically right. It's true, I was looking forward to that. That's why I took the time to tell him about the secret passage I found while I was cleaning.
What?
That was your doing as well?
You're right.
And I just casually mentioned it. Oh, it's dangerous if you fall, so don't get too close to it.
Hey!
This dude, he's seriously crazy. He's insane. I agree. That's right. That's why I tried to stop him, you know?
However...
But why? Why did you kill Byakuya instead? I don't know. Because Nagito was the one who was supposed to take that knife. That's why I aimed and thrusted the iron skewer there. Whoa. But why is Byakuya the one who died? It was supposed to be Nagito, not him. Byakuya probably tried to stop Nagito from grabbing the knife, and then in place of Nagito... No, I don't think that's it. Huh?
Perhaps...
Byakuya was probably trying to protect Nagito.
What?
What did you say?
See?
'Cause Byakuya said so, didn't he? Don't worry, as long as I'm the leader, I won't let anyone become a victim.
I will guide you all.
That much I promise. Could it be in order to keep that promise? As long as he was wearing the night vision goggles, I'm sure he saw someone moving under the floorboards. And that someone was aiming for Nagito.
Why?
So Byakuya gave his life to protect Nagito, even though he was trying to take the knife? I see. Byakuya is amazing. To keep his promise to protect everyone, he actually threw his own life away. And yet...
Such despair.
I never expected an ending like this. Such despair. What? But we shouldn't let him die in vain. I'm sure everyone will be even stronger by overcoming this despair.
No way.
Could it be you knew Byakuya would protect you, so you set him up to fail?
Someone like me?
Of course not. I'm not that good at calculating. I just took some precautionary measures. The results of that were going to be in my fun for later. Just kidding.
How unexpected.
But I never expected it would turn out like this. I never thought I'd be the one to survive. But since it was my life that had been saved, I didn't want to just waste it. So that's why I decided to help Teru. Why? Well, because Teru decided to commit his crime. Because he also had strong hope, right? Which means his actions were motivated by hope. If he was willing to go that far, I thought he might truly be the person whose existence I was waiting for. I thought he might be the hope that could defeat any type of despair. In order for me to confirm it, I decided to help Teru. What do you mean confirm? Just stop it already.
Well...
Plus, I couldn't really help myself when I also empathized with Teru. After all, he wanted to kill me, but he ended up killing Byakuya instead, you know? If I left him in that confused state, this child might have been ruined, right?
Isn't that right?
But in order for our hope to grow, this child was absolutely necessary. That's why I decided to help him. I told him, I don't care if I die, so you should just focus on escaping this island.
Right?
Those were my exact words to him before the investigation. Isn't that right, Teru?
Man.
In the end, my help just wasn't enough, and this turned out to be a bad ending for Teru. But you should be proud of yourself. You will not die in vain.
Great!
You will become a splendid sacrifice for everyone else, so their hopes can grow even more powerful.
Impossible!
Sacrifice?
Shut up! Shut up!
Seriously, stop it already. I'm gonna go crazy just listening to you.
Hey!
Is it really okay for us to just leave this crazy bastard alone like this?
Huh?
Isn't it better if we just kill him off? Kill, he said. High school students are so violent these days. But the person who's gonna get killed now isn't Nagito. It's Teruteru. Oh
What's
boy.
the matter?
You didn't forget, right? Because I told you already at the beginning, right? If the blackened killer loses, a fun punishment awaits them.
Wait.
Oh, hold on.
No.
That was, how should I put it, an accident. An act of self-defense. Not intentional. Anyway, I feel it's possible it's not my fault.
Hey!
It doesn't matter if it's an accident, self-defense, or intentional. A murder is still a murder. If you kill someone, that's murder.
Hey!
But isn't there anything like sympathy, judgments, extenuating circumstances, or maybe even probation?
Impossible!
I don't accept any of those claims.
That's
not...
Hey!
Save me, you guys. I was only trying to stop Nagito, so...
Why you?
Be honest, after learning about Nagito's plan, you saw an opportunity, right? You probably thought nobody would find out if you killed him after messing up his plan, right? That's what you thought, right?
Wrong!
There's no way a person who has no malice would kill someone like that. In truth, you were just desperate to kill Nagito and willing to sacrifice everybody else to survive, right? Just be honest already, at least in the end.
No.
That is...
Teruteru,
Why?
if only you didn't try to kill Nagito, Byakuya would still be alive.
Answer me.
Why did you try to commit murder? Answer me, Teruteru. I just wanted to go home.
I needed to go back home no matter what!
Oh, man. Because she's waiting for me. Mama is waiting for me at home. She's waiting all by herself for the day I graduate Hope's Peak Academy and come home.
Okay, I'm going now. When I come back, I think we should talk again about opening an Aoyama and Azabu location.
Oh my, you're still talking about that?
Oh, I'm serious. The Academy guarantees success for its graduates, right? So, I know it's gonna be difficult by yourself, but wait for me until then, okay?
Yes, you're right. Then I'll just have to do my best to keep the Hanamura Diner from going out of business until then.
Mom, you don't have to work so hard. What if you collapse again while I'm gone?
I'll be fine. Moms are strong. I won't lose to some illness.
Oh, does she have an illness?
I know that already. I know that already.
I promised her I'd become a full-fledged cook and save the Hanamura Diner. Mama is waiting for me to keep that promise. Even though she's sick and alone, she's still waiting for me.
That's why I need to go home!
Teru. But if we were told our memories were stolen, and that several years have passed since our first day...
Hey!
Then what happened to the Hanamura Diner? What happened to my mom who's still waiting for me? So you did believe what Monokuma said?
Damn it!
You were saying all along, it's okay. I'll never believe something like this. So why?
Wrong!
I still don't believe it. There's no way I can believe it. It has to be a lie.
That's why I wanted to go home!
I wanted to go home and confirm it. I wanted to make sure it was all just a lie. I wanted to make sure that I still have a place to call home. Teru, you... I don't believe it. I don't believe it. It's not that Taro didn't believe it. He believed it more than anybody else here. That's why he kept denying it. Because he believed it. He needed to deny it. If only I knew how he felt, something like this never would have happened. I wanted to confirm by any means necessary. I had to do something. That's when I heard Nagito's plan. I found out he was going to kill someone if I left him alone. And that's why...
Fine.
So you wanted the first kill.
I'm sorry.
You guys. It doesn't mean I wanted to sacrifice any of you. But it was the only thing I could do. And I ended up killing Byakuya instead of Nagito. I see.
I think I'm the one who went crazy.
Mm-hmm. Taro. I see. Interesting, but... As far as motives to kill are concerned, wanting to see your mom is boring. What?
So... Yahoo!
It seems there's no point in basking in the afterglow, so let's hurry up and begin the punishment.
You can't!
Oh. Now it's gonna be a battle of Monomi and Monokuma? Again?
Well now.
There, now that annoying little sister has been dealt with, let's get back to business.
Wait.
Hold on a sec. I'm not asking for forgiveness anymore, but at least...
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
For Teru Hanamura, the ultimate cook.
Hey!
Call me chef. No, wait, that's not what I...
Please!
Please, tell me at least what happened to the Hanamura diner to Mama.
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
Oh, man.
Lies! I won't believe this!
I won't believe it.
Mama!
Oh, man. I didn't think he could do anything that would make me feel bad for him. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, man. Deep fried? Oh, no. What's gonna happen to him? Oh, man. Oh. You don't say so. Wow. Now what's gonna happen? What are you gonna do with him now? Throw him in a volcano? Oh, man. Oh, no. Ugh. Well. Oh, man. That's crazy.
Extreme!
Yeah, it was extreme. Ooh, the adrenaline is rushing through me. Teru.
Damn it.
Are you serious? Man.
How cruel.
Why did you do something so cruel?
What?
Didn't you learn when you were in elementary school if you badmouth someone, the teacher writes it in a note and makes whoever you badmouth read it to you in front of the class?
No.
When that happens, only then do you think about how it feels to be badmouthed. The same applies to murder.
What are you saying?
You're the one who drove him to do it. That's so cruel. This is just too cruel.
Nice!
Well, it can't be helped. Rules are rules, and this is the killing rule after all. What rule? You're the one who's breaking the rules. Huh? I just can't just let that slide. What do you mean? When you mentioned the motive, didn't you also promise something? However, there's a catch. Don't tell me the catch is... Figured it out yet? That's right, you guys have to kill each other. That's my bargaining point. You guys want to know, right? You want your school memories returned to you, right? Then you better start killing. A penny for your thoughts and a murder for your memories. Why didn't you tell Taro about his mom or his diner? He had a right to know. Yeah, and we all have a right to know.
Bastard!
Hey, hurry up and tell us. What did you mean earlier when you mentioned our school memories? Hey, Toad, welcome in. Oh yeah, I did promise to return your memories after the killing began. You're going to do it, but telling them is kind of... But I never told you guys that I'd tell you right away.
What?
Not fair.
Yeah.
Of course.
I'll keep my promise to return your memories someday. But it's still not clear when that someday will actually be. Redeem a hydrate, alright. We will hydrate. Oh man. I must excuse myself as well. There's something I need to do.
Huh?
What the heck?
So cruel!
That's not fair. They both ran away.
Then...
Monokuma had us wrapped around his finger after all.
Stupid!
Taro, you stupid.
Such despair.
An ending like this is just full of despair. Seriously tragic despair. But still, at times like this, as the symbols of hope, you guys need to keep doing your best.
You.
Why are you smiling?
Crap!
How can you smile in a situation like this, you creep?
Nope.
Hold on, I'm sad too, you know. Didn't I tell you? From the bottom of my heart, I truly love you all. You ultimates who inspire hope and your splendid talents. There's no way I can be happy when we've lost such a talented individual.
Don't fuck with me!
Don't go saying creepy stuff. I'll kill you. Please, kill me anytime.
What?
Not what he expected? If you hate me, I don't mind you killing me. I've already prepared myself to become your stepping stone.
Someone like me.
If absolute hope can be born from that, then my life is nothing special. You, how messed up are you?
Hey.
However, if you're going to kill me, make sure you discuss it with me beforehand, okay? You see, if you do that, then I can cooperate with the killer. Are you seriously intending to help the killer? It's really not that big of a deal. If you're students of Hope Speak Academy, if you're the symbols of hope who possess the chosen talents,
great,
then it shouldn't matter to you guys at all if I cooperate with the killer, right?
You fiend.
Declaring so confidently that you'll side with the killer.
Hey!
Maybe this was his plan all along. Since he's willing to work with the killer, he wants us to think it's better for us not to kill him. Well, I don't mind what you think of me. In actuality, thanks to Byakuya, I'm starting to feel a small desire to live.
This is exciting!
Mostly, I just want to watch everyone destroy all the despair that comes for you, one after the other. Just kidding.
You pissed me off.
Can I punch ya? I just won't be satisfied till I punch ya. Fine. Let's just stop this already. It's just going to be a waste of time if we keep dealing with him.
What?
Even Hajime hates me now?
How unfortunate.
That stings. I felt you and I were quite similar. What is that?
Isn't that right?
You hold a special feeling toward Hope Speak Academy, just like me. don't put me in the same category as you.
Hey.
But how can you say you're not? Monokuma said it himself. We don't know anything about each other's true nature. No, if it's true that our school memories were stolen, it's the same as not knowing our true selves, too. Especially for you, right? Someone who can't even remember what his talent is? Akane, please feel free to punch him, please. Please punch him. Will do!
Wait!
Hold on.
Please stop!
Nothing will come from fighting like this. There is something else that we must do.
Huh?
Something else?
Please listen.
We must not argue with each other in a place like this. There is something more important we must do.
Let me ask.
Which is? Do our best.
You fiend.
Well?
We must first leave here and get some rest. And then we shall work together and do our best. Do our best so we never have to come back here again.
Perhaps.
That is what I believe we must do right now.
I am sorry.
If only I was a better motivational speaker. No, that really touched my heart. You're totally right. What we need to do right now is do our best. If we do our best, it's definitely going to pay off, right?
Yes.
That is right.
Like...
But why do we have to work hard at? I do not know, but we must do our best.
Jeez.
I don't get you at all. Are you some kind of moron?
Well?
It's fine if you don't know. What matters is that you hold on to the feeling that you have to do your best.
Right?
So let's do our best. Let's make sure a killing like this never happens again.
But...
It's scary, but doing our best is our only option. There's no way I'm doing what Nagito said.
I'm gonna do it!
All right, I don't know what you're talking about, but let's do our best for now.
Fine.
Very well, even if we are not able to change the future. I guess at least change my, I should at least change my tomorrow. Fiend, I won't give up until the very end. I won't die in vain. I'll give my entire existence, my entire power, my entire body and soul, and fight to the very end. Yeah, you're right. Let's definitely work together and leave this island. Do our best. We keep using that phrase over and over again, even though we knew they were just cheap, meaningless, empty words. Regardless, we still said it. And we continued to say it over and over again without stopping. Oh boy. Thus the curtain had fallen upon the class trial where Byakuya and Teruteru were sacrificed. Afterwards, we left the trial grounds and returned to the mainlands of Jabberwock Island. For the time being, we decided to go back to our cottages. Oh man, after experiencing something like that, there's no way I could fall asleep. I gave up, got out of bed, and began walking around the hotel room grounds for no real reason. After not doing much of anything, I dully looked up at the sky. And there, just like before, there it was. The night sky brimming with stars. Stars that looked like they were about to fall into my hands like fluttering snow. As I looked up at such a beautiful night sky, I can go anywhere. That thought crossed my mind for some reason. The sky is connected to anywhere, even to my daily life. That's why I might be able to go home. That's right, I'm definitely going to go home. That's when it happened. As I stared up at the night sky, I felt a strange convergence of sensation. And then while I continued to stare at the night sky, I felt my entire body stiffen with that sensation. Isn't this...
Is someone watching me?
Oh man. What? 19 days left? Oh no. What's going on? That's crazy. Chapter 1 is over though. We lost one student. 2 students. You know, I said I hoped Teruteru died, but Didn't expect it to happen. We got a present. We got a 3-star badge. And... oh, a wooden stick. Okay. Yes. Let's go ahead and save. Man.
For a long time, humans have been taught that if you
Nope. We cannot listen to this. We gotta exit. We've already overallotted. We've already extended over our time. So that is going to be where we'll call it, guys. I'm probably going to end up taking down the VOD since the beginning was messed up. But I will have the corrected VOD. I'm going to re-record the beginning part where the microphone wasn't working, and then I'll upload it, append it on, and just kind of like replace the first 10 minutes or whatever. So it wasn't too much, I don't think, so it won't be too big of a deal. But then I'll upload that to the VODs channel, so you guys will be able to check it out there. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for hanging out. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. But that is going to be where we're going to call it today. So let's go ahead. We'll go ahead and search for some raids. But we will be back here tomorrow at 3 p.m. Central Time. We'll be playing, of course, Disco Elysium and Myst. We're so close to both of those, man. I'm just like waiting to get to, well, not Disco, but we're so close to the end of Myst 4. I am just waiting for that to finish, you know, like for that to be like at the end of it. I don't know, maybe that will be tomorrow. We'll just have to see. But that will start at 3 p.m. Central Time, and it should be all kinds of fun. Right now, let's see if we can find a raid. What are people playing? I'm looking to see if there's any interesting kinds of games. Maybe. Anyways, I do appreciate everybody hanging out, and I hope you enjoyed watching it. It was a bit crazy. Did not expect that ending. Like, it did catch me off guard. For real. But it was a lot of fun. Alright, let's see. People don't really put the name of their games in the title, I'm noticing. I did see one about, I saw some Baldur's Gate here. Where was that at? Maybe not. Did I see that? I don't know. I see Final Fantasy. We could maybe do that. Let's see. Yeah, I think we might. Let's see. Can we do a Final Fantasy? I think we might do that. All right, so we'll see how that works. Let's go ahead. Oops. Let me go ahead and find this. All right. So I have Rumbles ready. Let's look and see who we can raid on Twitch. Is anyone on doing anything fun? Let us see. What do we have going on? I really wonder. There's a bunch of people playing this game. Which is surprising. I wouldn't have expected people to be playing this, but let's see. How about people that we already follow? What are we playing? Are we playing anything good, I wonder? We got some Phasmophobia going on. Even though we rated her recently, I might still do that anyways. It's tempting. I just don't see, there's like, I don't know, maybe I'm just weird. I just don't see a whole bunch of things that seem, I don't know, it sounds weird, but I don't see a whole bunch of things that sound interesting. Maybe that's just me being weird. Alright, I think we're just going to go ahead and raid Angelic Tri-Short. She's playing some Phasmophobia. So let's go ahead and do that. We will be back here tomorrow at 3 p.m. Central, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate everybody, and I hope to see you guys tomorrow. Again, if you missed the beginning of the VOD and you want to watch it, just make sure to check the VOD's channel. See you guys later.